Yuna is a monster now. She's a plant monster.
Oh.
And you know what plant monsters are good at?
Bondage?
Hell yeah, they are. So you know how Luna has to stop Sarah?
Bondage.
You gotta use your plant bondage. She suddenly sucked into some kind of spirit realm where he's a big fire monster. You know what fire is good for?
Bondage?
Yes.
I was watching. So
I was joking about doing a watch party of it, and then multiple people who had already seen the episode were like, no, you don't want to watch party this one. And I was like, whoa, it must be pretty bad. It was even more sexual than 3. And they were like, you do not want to watch party this one. But what's way more fun is that we found a bunch of interesting interviews with our boy June, the creator. And there's a lot of stuff to unpack up in there that might explain a lot about this show. And then June says, there's no specific backstory or anything, but you know how most people depict magical girls as these powerful and perfect ideals? I started drawing them because I thought it was better to have magical girls who possess a more human quality and are true to themselves. Before long, these characters were smoking and doing drugs. Whenever I would watch anime.
Bullshit, as that episode was, we actually didn't get the beach episode.
Yeah.
So that's positive, isn't it?
Small blessings.
Episode 6, Hot Springs episode. Fuck you!
Oh, no! Whenever I would watch anime featuring magical girls with a strong sense of doing what's right for others, I would assume weird things about them. It doesn't matter if they're cute, because they do bad things in the dark. So I decided to draw magical girls with their bad side out in the open. It's not like I have a message I want to convey through these characters. Nothing deep. I've always enjoyed watching anime with girl protagonists and drawing girls, so it's just an extension of that.
I mean, I guess at least he's honest. Driving around Melbourne the other day, and I passed a business, so I had to stop and look at it, and then I had to go and search it on Google to make sure it was real.
Everyone must know.
It's a construction company, and from what I gathered in the About Me page on the website, it's run by 2 sisters. So it's 2 sisters who are in construction and consulting. So the company is called Syscon Projects.
Hey.
It's just right there. It's on the building.
Her legs are like wheels, but it looks cool. Like her robo legs turn into big wheels at the bottom.
Kind of like that one character from fucking DuckTales. Gizmo Duck.
Absolutely fucking not. It's not like that fucking whatsoever. Fuck you.
Manga that have romantic girl friendships, and it's like, you know, they're not actually gay, they're just acting gay for the camera because that's what guys like. That's an issue, it's a real thing, very aware of it, worth noting. But at the same time, this show, it's super gay as fuck. It is these 2 girls, and they are in love.
To step just a tiny bit further forward in the Four-Coma, which is still going, it's just a scene with Yuko just
They just
touching,
go on a date, and she, oh yeah.
and she's just touching her hair, and like, it's so romantic.
Gross and crass, wacky shenanigans show for gross boys.
Yeah, it felt much more like what the defensive people were trying to convince us the first 2 episodes were, where they're like, no, nothing here is supposed to be sincere. Just turn your brain off and have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, there's like 2 objections to that, which is like, first off, no, the first 2 episodes did have sincere stuff in them. And secondly, I suppose if I completely turned my brain off and died, even then I still couldn't enjoy it. It's not like it doesn't make the thing enjoyable unless you like intensely crass, dumb jokes.
Yeah, and it's like, I could watch other brain off content that would be superior.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Stop thinking about it. It does not like necessarily make the show any better or make it to my tastes or whatever.
Yeah.
But if you get a really good item combo, the game tends to crash. Oh shit. Okay, here. So I'm gonna get 2 good items here, and I'm gonna try to match them. Are you gonna crash game? Check it out. Can you? Oh my god! It hung in there. One with the. Oh no, Neo. See, this game at least appreciated how important Neo is, and so she comes out to tell you when you're doing a bad job. But at least then you get to see Neo. Though that one time she only loaded her face in, and it was very terrifying.
Oh, Penny girl, the fridge is calling. From app to app and all the Rainbow Road. The season's done and all the kids are falling. Oh, robot girl, we loved you so.
Hang on, I'll just go get my bagpipes.
Hey everybody, welcome to Penny Death. It's happening again, 3.0. Here we fucking go. It's time for
Character died for a third time. It just keeps fucking happening. But I think this time it's permanent.
Hey Fiend.
Yeah.
I bet you wanted to open this, but I know the only way that we can open this one.
Okay.
Oh shit, their eyes are so big, Fiend.
Magic Knight Ray Earth. What Ray Earth actually is a shoujo manga. It's sort of an isekai and it's sort of a mech thing, but it's also sort of a magical girl thing. Mm-hmm. And it's all of these things because it's Clamp, is my understanding.
Yes, Clamp is a group of 4 girls who originally started as like a doujin circle and eventually became a mangaka team. They're fucking nuts. They've done a ton of properties you've definitely heard of. And basically, they're incredibly fucking powerful in terms of they just do whatever the fuck they want.
Now, get this. He tells her that his sister gave it to him and told him that he had to give it to someone he really cares for.
Damn, that's rough. Also, he sure gave that shit away quick.
This is what I was going to say. Think about how hard he came on in part 1.
Yeah, damn.
He gave that earring to her.
I'm going to believe he just made that up in the meantime. I was like, this will really get her.
It does feel like it's one of those things where, yeah.
Are you familiar with the trope about fraternal twins in Japan?
I'm not, actually.
I don't know exactly how far it goes back. I guess you could even call it mythology. But the idea is that fraternal twins are star-crossed lovers who died in a previous life. And so they end up being reborn as fraternal twins.
I don't like that. No.
Oh, yeah. I realized I forgot to bring that up in the chat when we were talking about this kind of thing. And I was like, oh, I wonder if some people aren't familiar with this.
Okay, so hang on. When you say this is a thing, you mean like outside of just anime bullshit?
It's not like something that people actually believe, but it's like an old folklore kind of thing to say. It's like,
okay.
Like, have you ever heard that fraternal twins were like star-crossed lovers in another life?
I love the idea that like old like folklore tales, thousands of years ago still involved anime bullshit. That's upsetting. Can I be honest?
Yeah.
I never really liked Mario 64 all that much.
I know there's obviously a lot of people that say that because like the controls are jank and stuff, but since it was my first 3D game ever, I don't care. I like it a lot.
Well, because I had a 64, it took me a while to get Mario for whatever reason, and when I did, I was just kind of like, yeah, that's fine. But it wasn't like, people talk about it with a lot of reverence, and I kind of get it, but it did not have much of an effect on me.
Yeah, it's hard to, like the difference between having played it as like your first 3D game and only playing it later is like you cannot cross that bridge.
Cube, what was your specific issue with this charming piece of... can't even finish it. What was the name of the company that made it? Because I feel like they...
Illumination!
So they're the Minions people. Like they made Despicable Me, which I did like when I finally watched it not too long ago. But then, the Minions became their own thing and now it's all about the Minions and that ruined that franchise, the one good thing they had. They know how to make movies on a budget that are very widely marketable to small children. They did Secret Life of Pets, another enemy franchise of mine.
Quickly explain why it's an enemy franchise.
It's offensive to the concept of animals visually.
The Pomeranian in particular was the thing that really set you off back in the day, from what I remember.
Yeah, but all of them, except for maybe the Dachshund, are just so like, we don't need to look at the animals. We know what a dog looks like. There's like the 4 legs and they're like sticks, right? And there's like eyes somewhere up here. And I think that's what I remember a dog looking like. And all the designs are like that and they're disgusting. And there's a fucking Secret Life of Pets ass dog in this movie who plays a prominent role for multiple minutes inexplicably. It's horrible.
Okay, what else have Illumination made? Anything else notable?
Sing, which I think is just like a franchise where it's like animals do American Idol for visuals. Yeah. Again, they make movies for tiny baby children a lot of the time, I think. This
feels like an important... Maybe we should stop before we go any further in terms of the thing about they make films for kids. Because that is sometimes used as a defense of very basic or very lazy writing and production values and stuff. Do you have any feelings about that? About the idea of like, oh, it's fine, it's for kids?
Oh, what a not leading question you asked me. Thank you, Fiend. It's the thing that like kids deserve good writing, and like there's a difference between writing for like the fucking Blues Clues audience and writing for a family film, which this is ostensibly and should be a family film. Here's also the thing. So this movie only has one credited writer, okay? And he's just like a guy who's written like shitty sequels, like for Illumination, and also what was that fucking like Big Mama's House 2 or whatever? like just the most random, like why does this guy get to write the $1 billion movie?
He turns in scripts on time, I'm willing to bet.